Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play, The Twisted Tales of Spike McFang for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I've known this game by name only for years. It wasn't until I saw the Gaming Corner play it, albeit briefly before deleting their entire Let's Play, as well as an entire Let's Play by Coup Impact, that I finally decided to play this game on my own. The islands of Moscow were worlds away from humankind. It was a land of monsters and misfits ruled by three strong leaders: Dracuman, Vampra, and General von Hessler. And so it was for many centuries, until the greedy von Hessler mounted an attack on the other island leaders. With dark magic and an army of zombies, von Hessler took control of all three kingdoms. During the final battle, Vampra's daughter, Camellia, fled from the castle by moonlight to seek help from Dracuman's son, Spike McFang, who was training to be a warrior on an island far away. If you wait long enough on the title screen, you will get that introductory cutscene. And now that that's over with, let's go ahead and press start, and then suddenly have to wait again. Apparently you have to wait to press start before you can press start. I don't know why. But we have 3 save files. I'm just going to go ahead and choose the first one. Make selection with the control pad. Confirm with A. Back out with B. At least we got that out of the way. And as soon as we start the game, we're in a little minivan with the dragon's body on it, and bat wings, and a chimney, and whatever that is for a muffler. And we appear on this island. A bunch of sheep pop out. Then we pop out. This is it, Professor Steam. Fighter Island, where young adventurers learn the ways of the warrior. You've been reading too many brochures, Spike. That may be true, Professor, but if I'm going to rule the kingdom of Dracuman someday, I have to learn to protect the land. You're always one step ahead of me, Spike. Hey, someone's coming. And I believe that is Camellia. Camellia, what are you doing here? Spike! General von Hessler's army of zombies has taken over the land of Moscow. That's terrible. Where are my parents and your mother? Missing. It's up to us to find them and defeat von Hessler. Wait a minute. Before the two of us go battling armies of drooling ghouls, I think I need a little practice. I've already signed up for these classes, and if I back out now, I'll lose a deposit. Which you never get back anyway, so why are we even mentioning it? Fine, you go to your little warrior camp. I'm going to go to Ratville to see if I can find someone who is ready to save the islands. Listen, Camellia, catch up to me in Ratville if it fits into your schedule, wimp. Camellia! And Camellia just runs off and heads to Ratville. That didn't go so well. She's upset. Her kingdom is crumbling and evil creatures are running rampant. That could put a damper on your day. It looks like you should get your training out of the way, then see about saving your own crumbling kingdom. Good idea. I'll go back to Batland and wait for you there. Thanks. Give me a call on my cellular phone if you need me. Not cell phone, cellular phone, because this is the early 90s we're talking about. Anyway, we move around with the control pad. We attack with Y. We jump with A. No, we jump with B, not with A. What am I doing? And while you can't talk to Professor Steam or the sheep, you can talk to this guy who has a Easter Island head who's holding a book. Do you want to record your progress? Yes, I do. It is recorded. You must succeed in your mission. And if you say no, he says, then there's no time to waste. And you can only save to the save file that you picked. You can't make multiple saves on the cartridge. You can only have one at a time. So, now that there is nothing else to talk about regarding the controls, we need to move to the north, and we need to start taking those classes. Hello, Spike. I'm Master Qin Kao Kang, the spirit of Fighter Island. But you can call me Clarence. Did we have to make him Chinese? Really? We will start your training with jumping exercises. Press the B button to jump over 15 rolling logs. And our health is in the upper left-hand corner. The logs, amazingly, have their own health. We have tomatoes. The enemies have garlic. I'm not sure why it is tomatoes, considering that we are a vampire. But it does remind me of that one episode of Super Mario Bros. Super Show. So we need to jump over the logs. I don't know how I managed to pull that off. And we can just stand in place and just jump over the logs. Eventually, Clarence will come back, and we'll talk to him. Well done! Let's move on to the next challenge. So, the one big tomato that we have, that gives us 16 hit points. If we go below 16 hit points, we'll have 4 smaller tomatoes to the right of where the big tomato was. The enemy health works the same way. You get to see the name of the enemy, followed by the amount of health they have, and it works the same way you do. And if anyone gets to 0, they die, including yourself, so be careful. Also, down at the bottom is the amount of gold you have. I will talk about the currency of the game when the time comes. This is where you will master the spin attack. Press the Y button to spin and hit 30 rocks with your cape. But don't spin too quickly, or you'll get dizzy. And we need to break the rocks. The big rocks have more health than the smaller ones. I want to make sure that I break the big rocks, because the big rocks will give you more experience, because, well, they are the harder enemies here. And of course, if the rocks run into you, they will do damage. It will be just 1 hit point, but to be honest, I would not want to lose health at any point in this adventure. That would be embarrassing. And when you get enough experience, you do get experience for destroying these rocks, you get a call on the cellular phone from Professor Steam. Hello, Professor. What's up? You have achieved another level of experience. Keep it up. So we are now at level 2. We started at level 1, obviously. The maximum level you can get in this game is 16. And it is going to be pretty hard to get there. If you've ever played Chrysalis or at least seen that game in action, you know how that is. And I wanted to get that last one, but I couldn't. Oh well. Excellent! Hop onto the seesaw in the clearing ahead. Now usually you can use the Y button to talk to people, but you can't talk to any of these guys. They just look on as you go towards the seesaw. You can't even talk to this guy either. So let's just go to the seesaw. Let's just walk into it and the game will do the rest. And from here, once we land, we can go over to this hole in the cliff. Now you are ready to learn the hat toss. Press and hold the Y button until your hat begins to float. Then let go and watch it fly. Your challenge is to ground 15 balloon animals. So we need to hold Y, wait for the hat to float, and then let go. We need to hit the sheep on the balloons rather than the balloons themselves. And we need to take out 15 of them. The spin attack will not work, so don't even try. And yeah, you have a nice little attack here. Wow. That will allow you to hit enemies from far away, and you can upgrade this hat. I will talk about that when the time comes. For now, let's just get used to throwing this hat that we have. And that should be the last of them. Excellent. Let's move on to the last challenge. Now earlier, Clarence told us not to spin too quickly. Usually, you want to wait for Spike to stop spinning before you spin again. But if you keep pressing the Y button, you'll do this much more powerful, much more damaging, much farther ranged spin attack. Of course, once you perform that version of the attack, you get dizzy regardless of whether you hit anything or not, and you're going to be stunned for a brief second and unable to move. So you want to make sure you use that move when absolutely necessary. It can save you, it can help you, but you will be stunned after you perform it. So keep that in mind. Anyway, let's go over here, let's cross the bridge, and whoa! Now we have an opportunity to fight off these piranhas. We can fight off these snappers, as the game calls them, to get some experience. And if you're lucky enough, especially if you've hit enough big rocks, you can go to level 3. Get used to this message every time you level up. For best results, just keep performing the normal attack to hit as many snappers as possible. It's even as you're moving to the right. And you'll eventually end up on this island. Go up to the north and you will eventually meet Clarence. You've learned well so far, Spike. Now you must spar with me and overcome my magic cane. Let's fight! And now it's time for the first boss battle of the game, which is this magic cane. 64 hit points, level 4. We can easily take this thing on. Whoa! Okay, I did not see that attack in the practice run. Usually that it just does that whack attack. But if you see it charge up fire, you better move far out of the way. And if it keeps striking at you, just keep striking, it won't hit you. There is a third attack. I forgot what it is, but you can easily hit the cane and avoid it during that attack too. I did it! Yes, you did very well. I'll reward your efforts by giving you this small token. It's an empty box? When you learn card tricks, you can store your cards in this file. Press the L and R buttons to sort through your cards, then press the A button to perform the selected trick. So we're going to be learning magic in this game as well. And once we're done, once we get the box, we get another cutscene. Meanwhile, Colonel Hydra has invaded the castle of Dracuman and placed Felina in charge of the army. You are in control of the castle, Felina. Don't let me down. Yes, Mother. Get to work. Yes, Mother. We're gonna be seeing Felina soon enough, obviously. Well, Professor, it looks like my first order of business should be to go to my castle home and find my parents. Good luck, Spike. Here is 100 gold for supplies. I'll wait for you here. I'll be back soon. And Professor Spike wishes us good luck. We can save our game if we want to. And now we are in town. I might as well spend a few minutes exploring the town of our kingdom here. And if we go up to a door and press Y, we can talk to the person inside. Or open it and go inside. Von Hessler's son was lurking around Batland. Be careful. And while it looks like you can go left from here, you really can't. The king was taken away to the castle of Von Hessler. the Queen may still be in Dracuman Castle. Well, so much for trying to get her parents reunited. If you press the select button, you can see how many cards you have. And you can also see your status, too. You have your current level. I don't know why it's a 4-digit number, because you can only go up to level 16. You have your current HP, which is usually going to be some multiple of 16. It's usually going to be 16 times whatever level you're at. You have your current experience and the amount of experience points you need to get to the next level. The game will tell you if you have a companion. You will have a computer-controlled companion with you throughout the game, at some points of the game. Not right now, though. And you have your current hat that is equipped. We have the spinning hat, but there are better hats that we do want to get. And of course, if we have any cards, we'll be able to look at them. We don't have any cards yet. So let's go ahead and press select to back out. And let's go to the shop. Here we'll meet Dowson. In the American version of the game, Dowson is this mummy. I want to think that Dowson is a reference to Lawson's, which is a convenience store chain that started out in America, particularly in Hawaii. I want to think it started out in Hawaii, but it was definitely in America back then. But the American arm of the whole operation closed down. However, it's still very popular and very successful in Japan, where it is better known for operating to this very day. Anyway, we can buy the star hat, but we can also buy the feather hat. We want to get the feather hat, but in order to get more gold, we're going to need to beat more enemies. And we can get 2 cards, the big tomato card, which gives us 16 health, and the tomato juice card, which gives us even more health. I don't want to buy either of those, because I'm going to get a bunch of money, and I'm going to go to the other store that I'm going to show off. And of course, you can make selections with Y or A, and you can back out with B. We did not talk to you. One of Colonel Hydra's minions has invaded Dracuman's castle. The kingdom is a shambles. I need to get a drink of tea. Better. And if you enter this unmarked house, you get to talk to this sentient slot machine, I think. Either it's a sentient slot machine or some weird creature that kind of sort of looks like a table with a slot machine on it. I can't really tell. Hello. We sell a grab bag of cards here. Each one can cost 20 gold, and you never know what you're going to end up with. I'm going to wait until I have more gold to buy the things that I need. Come back when you want to try again. And if we go to the north, we will head towards Dracuman Castle. However, I'm going to go ahead and save that for the next video. So let me go ahead and save the game. You want to record your progress? Yes, I do. It is recorded. Please hurry. There's no time to lose. And with that, that is the end of the first video. Join me next time where I head north towards Dracuman Castle and explain combat a little further. Show off how to fight the enemies and how to get gold and how things work. Explain how things work. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!